Okay, just so we're clear, this is off the record. I don't want any surprises. Okay, just so we're clear, this is off the record. Off the record. Off the record. Off the record. This is off the record. Welcome to Off the Record with Dallas Rhodes. Your 2 t-shirts and hot air. This is the review show of our show.
Right.
Oh. I don't care if the audience doesn't get it. This is so fucking funny. It's not funny. I guess.
It was Steely Dan and John Moore calling. God damn it.
No, it was England Dan. And this was the Off the Record show, and we can do what we want.
And if you really think about this, when you and I were born, there were still people alive who fought in the Civil War.
Oh, Jesus. You know, it's bad enough the other day I heard somebody say something about the 90s and talk about it, and they were referring to it as ancient history. I'm like, the 90s? In the middle of the 90s, I was 35. Oh, my God. I don't think we'll probably keep a lot of this, but some of it's kind of good.
Yeah, I'm fearing going through sharing your shows. But I never think about it because I just listen to them on the fly.
Yeah.
But that was good. I did like it. I'm starting to get used to my voice. I think if I use a more projective voice from your
it's, you know, I think about that even today when I was doing voiceovers. You know, I was trying to do the WVFG, you know, blues radio stuff. Right. Yeah, I'm kind of getting back into the mood to do blues radio now.
Okay.
Because I've been on kind of a journey where it, you know, it split off into 3 records. And I realized, you know, I got to get back to blues radio because I got to put this stuff down.
Yeah.
You know, I've been, you know, formulating it long enough.
Yeah.
It's time to put it in the oven.
Right, just to get it done.
Yeah. And, you know, this is kind of cool. I've never done it like this before.
Right.
But in a way, you know, that was going to be the, I was going to do the fourth wall thing with Cupid. And I was going to talk about how now I find myself in the same exact position I was in just before I started recording the very first time.
Yeah.
Because now, you know, because at that time I'd already written all of Rust and Pain, most of Legalized Freedom, and all the rest was stuff from Sefner's Ride from the 90s. So I, you know, I already had all of that stuff, you know, ready. And so, you know, and that, but Rust and Pain turned out the way it was because I had so many songs. I just picked all the ones that fit that, you know, the whole Rust and Pain scenario.
Yeah.
And it became a kind of a concept album. And then, of course, Legalized Freedom was all my political stuff, and half the shit I do is political because half of my life is political. You know, which is why I never got signed as an artist, not because I suck as a guitarist, and I probably do, but you know, I'm a songwriter, and you know, and I can't remember my point. Anyway.
Well, I think the point was you got to get it.
Yeah, so, that's what it was. So that's where I was when I started doing Rust and Pain, and it turned out to be Rust and Pain, The Ride, you know, Legalized Freedom, and 4 came out because I needed an acoustic album. of this stuff because that's how I wrote it.
Yeah.
You know, I performed this stuff for years. You know, just me and the guitar. No one ever heard Ricky. No one ever heard Foyle or Jerry. You know, they just heard me on the acoustic.
Right.
And that's kind of where I'm back at because, you know, with doing this new album, I realized I'm not just writing this album, I'm writing 2 other albums.
Yeah.
So I'm back to Rust and Pain, you know, Legalize Freedom and Ride, and it's kind of the same way. You know, the first one is a single genre that really emphasizes one part of my personality, which I've needed to expose for a long time. I mean, you know, blues radio is what it's gonna be. Don't tell anyone. This is Off the Record with Dallas Rhodes.
Off the record.
Off the record.
Off the
Off the
record.
record.
Off the record.
This is Off the Record.
This has been Off the Record with Dallas Rhodes. An HDR.
Remember to hit the like
production.
button.
An HDR production. Remember to hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the little bell. It'll just make my day. Catch you later. I think I got it. I think I've got it.